So, series finale,
Yeah.
episode 6,
Yeah.
Obi-Wan, go.
I have the high ground now. I really thought he was going to say that shit, that nigga. I really did.
Oh, when he was in the pit?
Yeah, he was in the pit. I was right. Oh, I thought he was really going to say that shit, nigga. I was like, yo.
Vader used Earthquake. He's just like, ah.
Yeah.
This nigga just,
That's
this nigga just fell
Vader used
over.
rock smash.
He's rock smash.
I mean, yes.
Oh, man.
So, Vader was chasing all the people of the path. Obi-Wan was like, oh shit, I can't. Vader wants me, so he's like, I'm gonna break off from you niggas and y'all can escape. And it was like, so Vader followed him. He's like, I'm gonna fight this nigga by myself. Some rock planet.
That's pure hate.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, he hate that nigga.
Nigga burned him like Usher, nigga. He was like, fuck, I'm gonna let it burn, nigga. He's like,
what you thought was gonna happen?
Oh, man.
Yo, all right. So I got a few quick questions about this thing, right?
Nah.
Is James Earl Jones one of the few black men to voice a white man?
No.
I don't know enough to say one way or the other, but yes. I want to say he's the only one I actually really know about, but I'm sure it's happened before that.
Nah, dude,
I'm sure Michael, what's the name? Voiced a couple white people.
Kratos. Dude who voiced
I said,
what's his name?
Is he one of the few black men to voice white men?
I don't think it happens that often, but I'm sure I do think it happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the child that plays Princess Leia, is that a little person or actual child?
That's a child.
It's an actual child?
Yeah.
See.
Okay.
She's just mad mature.
Yeah.
Well, at least mature.
I feel like she had like a lot of, never mind. She just seemed
that child to parents, my nigga.
No. I'm not talking about like she had a lot of like just it's not social cues, but it's like movements and just like she just seemed more mature than the actual child. Like
Yeah,
she just
that
seemed
was
like
the whole point. But that was the whole point of the character.
Yeah, just
and
think
that's
of
the whole point of the character. But she just seemed like she might have like if she's playing an 8-year-old, she might have been like 13 or some shit.
Just think of Raven Simone. When you've seen her for the first time, she was mad mature.
She was just cute, and they just gave her. I think Raven Simone is like one of those once in a lifetime type of child actors, though. like you don't see too many of those. Like a lot of people that played children were actually like just little people.
No, this little girl doing it right now.
I know, but I'm just saying. I thought she was like a,
No, she's just looking. I just think they gave her good direction, and they had a specific vision that they wanted for the character, and obviously, I'm sure they fucking auditioned, so they found a child who can do the thing that they're asking to have them do. But it's also the point because they want her to be. You want to be able to see the bits of what Leia becomes later on in this character. So it's like she's going to be headstrong. She's going to be opinionated. She's going to have like snarkiness. She's going to like, oh, you can see this person turn into Leia. Like,
okay. Now, am I bugging, or did James Earl Jones sound more alive than he did in Lion King?
Yeah, he did.
I don't know for a fact. I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did to that nigga voice in this verse. I don't know. Maybe they auto-tuned it better or something. But it sounds way better than what they did in fucking Lion King.
I think because I was reading something with the Lion King with the whole James Favreau. Well, no, John Favreau. He said he didn't direct James Earl Jones. He just let him do what he wanted to do. So I think that was part of the problem. But with this, they was like, okay, do this, nigga. Like, you get this shit right.
Okay, another thing. Since when are there female Starship Troopers? I mean, not Starship Troopers. Fucking some niggas with the white suits with the guns, stormtroopers.
All the time.
Female? Oh yeah.
It's female stormtroopers.
After they got rid of the clones.
Yeah.
Is it like a thing?
I mean, I don't know if it's a thing, but I just think they went from being a clone group of people to just like an army.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing because I saw one that didn't have like the flat chest plate and she had like boobies. Like, that's a woman. When they was in the desert and she got shot, I was like, oh, that's a woman.
I mean, now granted, is it like a newer thing where like I think in the original movies where they all probably just ended up being just men? Sure.
Yeah.
But in general, in terms of the story of the world, like I think it's just once they got rid of the clone troopers,
Wait.
I think just anybody could be anybody.
Yeah.
Is that true?
What?
D-Dot said so they didn't use him. They used his voice and emulated it. Something like that.
Let me see. Because they said he was
That makes
credited.
sense.
Let me see.
I mean, that would make sense. I didn't know if
That'd be crazy.
But that would actually make sense. Why it sounds more like James Earl than he did in The Lion King.
Another thing.
They probably still credited him, but it just wasn't him.
This is like a callback to like episode 4. I don't know if y'all remember episode 4, but you remember that tomb that Obi-Wan was in? Where it was like just a bunch of people in like capsules and shit.
Yeah, where underneath where it was all like in whatever yellow.
Yeah, and like amber or whatever the fuck they was in.
Yeah.
Are one of those people like Jar Jar Binks people? Like I could have swore it looked like
what a gun.
No, Jar Jar. I know it's not Jar Jar yet, but it looked like one of Jar Jar race of people.
What, the first one?
It was episode 4.
No, I think I know what you're talking about. Nah.
I don't know if it's the same character, but didn't you say he showed up he was
he was in the Clone Wars.
Clone Wars, yeah.
No, I don't think it's not the same species though.
That's not him? Okay.
No, it just looked like it.
When did he get the name Vader? How the fuck did they just decree him Vader?
Sidious did.
Palpatine gave it to him. He bowed to the nigga in like episode 3.
Yeah, when he killed Mace Windu.
Yeah, called him Vader.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't watch episode 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I had.
Okay.
Continue.
Yeah. Basically, they fought, and obviously, like we assumed, this is how Vader got the scar on top of his head. Fucking, it's fought, and then Obi-Wan used the Force. He was throwing rocks at the niggas like, "Die, bitch, die!" He like slashed the nigga's face open, and he's like, "Anakin, I have failed you," and he was like, "No, you did not kill Anakin. I did." That's really what it was. Just the niggas fighting. That was like most of the episode. The niggas fought. Used the Force, got connected to the Force. He was like, "Oh shit, this shit is real." And then we switched to Tatooine, and Rava's like, "Oh shit, I'm about to kill the fuck out of this little Luke Skywalker ass nigga." And then he's like, and so for whatever reason, this nigga Aunt Nelka was able to hold off a full. I mean, I know she got stabbed in the gut or whatever, so she wasn't full strength.
Man.
But they was able to hold off a fucking Inquisitor with a lightsaber, and they just shooting at her with laser guns and whatnot. Okay, fine, whatever. And we see how Owen gets his little limp, because I think in episode 4 he walks with a limp.
His little lip.
So we get his limp. And Luke gets knocked out, so he never sees this lightsaber. So they kind of, skirted around that. So like, they don't break canon on that. And Reva sort of does she basically comes around full circle. She's like, she's gonna kill Luke, and she's like,
can't do it.
She end up becoming like Vader, and like that. All right, so that's cool. So that character is now just out in the world. So that would be cool to see if they do anything with that.
Don't be Whoopi Goldberg in the new one.
Maybe. No eyebrows, I'm just flipping. doing flips everywhere. And then the episode is kind of.
It's gonna be Loretta Devine.
That's gonna be Alfie Woodard.
Yeah, Loretta Devine show up in Star Wars as Reva.
So be fired, nigga.
Invite y'all niggas at Thanksgiving or some shit.
You want some chicken, baby? So she dips off.
All these lightsabers. Let's go have a dinner,
baby. And Obi-Wan talks to Leia and basically is like, "Hey, no one can know we know each other. It's gonna be super dangerous, but it's nice having fun with your kid." So, which kind of it sort of makes sense when she contacts him in episode 4, where she was so formal about the greeting, because it's like she. In the back of her head, she's like, "Oh, nobody can know that we know each other," type of shit. So when she does it, it's like, because obviously she's not treating a nigga like the nigga that saved her life 40 million times during this crazy space adventure. So it's like, they got to be careful with what they, how they treat that. And then the episode ends with him and nigga's like, "Hey, Luke, here's a spaceship, and now I'm gonna go hide in the desert." And oh shit, Qui-Gon Jinn.
There's still a plot hole though.
Looking for a black saber.
What's a plot hole?
There's still a plot hole, because how didn't Vader know that Reva captured her, Leia, on the Inquisitor facility? That doesn't make no sense to me.
I think he did, but she wasn't important to him. His focus was on Obi-Wan. And I think he only framed it on the view of Obi-Wan knew Leia's father, right? So like I think it was just that. So I don't think Leia was important to him, so he didn't care. He knew because he definitely knew because when they got away on the ship, and he's like let them go, and he's like, oh, but I put a tracker on, so he knew. He just didn't care about her.
It's kind of
he's blinded by his rage for Obi-Wan.
Yeah, they kind of tied up because at the end, you know, you had Darth Sidious talking. He's like, "Yo, I feel you're conflicted, huh?"
You feel the cause, bitch? A little bit. We're gonna have to get a new. We're gonna have to get a new fucking Vader. A little bit. He's like, nah, I got this dog.